Okay, let's see. I think I am live again. I was waiting to see that.
I think I am.
Oops.
I am live again.
Yep, that's my turning the sounds up there because not everything needs to be heard twice. So I don't know if anybody happens to turn up here, but oh, Melissa, how come you and I are online at the same time? Maybe because we are both in Victoria. So today is May 9th. Well, it is already here in Australia anyway. It is morning, and what time is it? I've got a couple of thingies on here. It is 9:15 in the morning, and today starts the cycling challenge. Woohoo! So I was thinking that maybe I'll do live and do at least the first few stitches or whatever on my cycling whip. I mean, it's not about cycling, but I figured that it is still a bit about like Italy because it has a nice beach. When I was in Italy, I was definitely at the beach. So I am going to be working on this for the next, how much is it? Bit over 3 weeks. I am so excited to get started. I've got my list ready for the Giro with the days and how many stitches need to be done each day. And I like it that there's a few rest days and there's a couple of days with hardly any stitches like tomorrow it's like 14 stitches and then on the 20th it's 29 stitches. So this is really not a challenge that is impossible for anyone unless you just don't have time to stitch during the week. So that's just how it is. But other than that, it'll be great. Get to add 3,411 stitches altogether. God, my hand is shaking a bit holding this. Well, I was maybe a bit nervous. I was trying to set up this damn thing again, and it refused to let me film horizontally, other than how I have it right now. So I'm hoping that this will work, but the stand that I have on, I worry about it being a bit tilty at some point. We'll see. Oh, it's like you can see everything, all the mess here at the table. So today, 160 stitches to do. I think we can do that. Maybe not right now here on the live, but you know. So yesterday, I looked for all the threads that I'll be needing for the area that I'll be working on, which is pretty much like that there, and some of this water that I'm so not looking forward to doing. But I figured maybe I'll take turns, like at least every other day work on some of the water. I think that sounds pretty good. Gosh, it's so exciting that this. You're in Melbourne there and you're still in bed. Gosh, need to be up and stitching already. So, anyway, very bright colors. And so that's the really good part about this stitch. But I guess I should actually find the pattern for myself so that I can stitch. Oh, wrong picture. Okay, I got the right picture. But what am I going to stitch now? As usual, I am so not prepared. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Melissa, definitely backstitching stitches too. And yeah, I do indeed count it so that 2 back stitches are 1 cross. Just like with half stitches. But it's up to you. Like if it's a rough day and you're really struggling to get the stitches done, then I can easily count like one half stitch as one stitch. It's totally up to you. I promise I'm not going to come and check. Okay. So I could maybe start with a bit easier color there. Maybe go for the blue and start finishing that. That one is 3765. So it's that one. Okay. But yeah, the cycling won't be on TV until, I think Australian time, it's usually like 9 p.m. So I am hoping that by that time, I will certainly have finished my 160 stitches and done a lot more. Can I just show you before I stop? Because I was so happy last night. Because I've been working on the grass on the garden door, and this area is now fully stitched. I think where there's a little few stitches there, that's where there's some missing, some of that darker green. But I'm so happy. I'm back to stitching this one again. And it is now 50% done. Yay! That makes me so happy. So, just had to show that. I feel like when I get my next regular floss tube episode out, I don't know. I feel like we will have seen everything already because I'm doing lives and I'm just, I don't know, doing all sorts. I'm doing so many videos at the moment, but I did decide that May will have to be a better month than April was, because April was miserable. And so far, May is definitely better. I'm actually quite excited to get the floss tube done as well. Well, not yet, because like 5 days still. Still need to do some stitching to do that. So that I'll actually have something to show. Okay, get the needle in hand and okay, just have to figure out, because I've got the camera sort of right in front of me. So I'm kind of trying to figure out that where should my head be so that it'll make the stitching a bit easier. This is usually how I start if I don't do a loop start. Like I just, oh my God. Can you still see me? Yes, you can. This is just how I do it. I find it now just as easy as I do a loop start. So, but I'll just fumble a little bit while I'm sure that we'll get. Wow, stitching's slightly awkward with my head almost resting on my phone as I'm. But at least I've got the camera horizontally today, which was my main goal. But stitching feels very slow. But also, it's morning still. Stitching can be slow. So tomorrow will be my monthly stitching meetup. Melissa, I hope you are coming tomorrow. So sometime today I'm going to do some baking so I have some goodies to take with me tomorrow. Let's see. So I have lots of limes to use. Okay, I think they are limes, but my friend Donna said that her mother-in-law says that they are lemons, but they do smell more like limes, and they're a little bit green on the inside. So I consider them limes. I made some awesome lime sugar cookies the other day. They were delicious. So I'm thinking for tomorrow I'm gonna make a lime and berry tray bake of a sort. Because I have some blackberries in the freezer that need using up. So I'm gonna use some of those. And I think some blueberries. And yeah, a couple of those limes. I even have Hi Judy, you caught me this time. And no, I have absolutely no idea what time it is anywhere in USA at the moment. This is, as usual, a very spontaneous start for when I managed to get up and wanted to get stitching. That's it. So no plans yet for any specific times. I'll also have to remember then when I start counting my stitches, like after this, that where did I start? So, well, come on. I always think that Ada is going to be easy for a live. And I was going to start a bit earlier this morning, but I had to fumble like with the camera and with the I had a different stand I wanted to use, and YouTube was like, "No, your phone is not horizontal, you know, it can't show it that way." And so then I had to have another one, and yeah. And when I did my last live, told you that my lovely husband was stranded on the side of the road because the car had broken down. We finally got our car back on Wednesday. It took that long because they didn't have a part, even though it was a really easy fix. So it's like once they got the part, they fixed it in no time. So that was another nice bill of $500, which was not very exciting, especially at the moment when things are a little bit difficult. But I am so happy to have the car back. Managed to get that all over the place there. Okay, let's see if I can actually. Where are my scissors? They are. But yes, happy to have the car back now. Feels like life feels a bit more normal again. But it was sort of a good timing. Like if the car was going to break down, that last weekend was the good timing because I was doing the at-home retreat, and so I kept myself busy. And we seem to have tons of food in the house, so didn't need to even get to a supermarket. Do I need to put this any closer at all? Because I can. Look at that. Okay, this is very exciting. How many stitches have I done? 16 stitches already. Gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, Judy. If I've had to go out in a horse and buggy. Oh dear. No, unfortunately, it was more like I didn't leave the house for like, I don't know, what was it, 4 or 5 days. I was going a little bit crazy at some point because when I start getting really anxious or stressed, we usually go out for a drive, and it was so sad to not to get to go anywhere. Let's get another Another thread on the needle. Oh, and Susan, it was so nice that you're there stitching with me. But what are you working on? And I'm actually so surprised that there's quite a few people who are doing the cycling challenge with me, because I always just like, if I'm doing some sort of challenge, I just sort of throw it out there and just say, I'm doing this, and if you want to join me, please do. And I never expect anyone to do it. Okay, so I went, be quiet there, send a message to my husband, and I am live, just in case he wants to watch it. But he gets to watch me stitch anytime, so I don't think he'll be watching. But yeah, I'm actually surprised of that there are people who are doing it with me this year, so will be so exciting to see how many will do all three. Like, I am totally going to do all three. That's the plan at the moment. You never know what's gonna happen, because all the plans so easily go to the bin. But it just really excites me, the daily stitching goals that are not impossibly big, and making progress on some whips that, I don't know, just really needed. And I so badly want this finished, guys. I so badly want this whip done. I really do. And as you can see again, if you've been wanting to see my stitching, I always do columns. I just go down and just then come up with the other leg. That is how I get my, for me, the best looking stitches. Oh, come on. Where are you? There we go. And this Ada is quite nice to stitch on. I like it that it's a bit sparkly. Okay. I keep saying, oh, it's nice to work on, and then I can't find the holes there, but I think it's more the way I'm stitching here. But I think you can see nicely today how I'm stitching, because last time when the camera was vertical, I kept disappearing. I'm so sorry, but I will need to blow my nose. I should have put woolly socks on, because it's a bit cold here this morning. Okay. It's so fun that I get to look at the chat while I'm stitching here. So it's funny that, the setup that I have here today, I've got my iPad and with the pattern, and then I have my computer to the side, so I can watch the live myself, so I can see the chat, and also that I can see a bit how is it actually looking, like if somebody's watching. And then I have my phone here next to my head. And my lovely husband, who is watching right now, don't forget all the shopping messages that I sent you yesterday. He's here to send this one, then send him a message. Hi, Angela. It is 9:35 a.m. on Friday morning here in Melbourne, Australia. So I haven't been up really that long. You know, I was going to do this live like in the middle of the night because I woke up like 3:30 a.m. and then I was like, oh, not really sure I want to start fiddling with all these setups and whatnot. So I didn't. I did manage to fall asleep. Yes, definitely already Friday here. We are always so far ahead in time. Always a different day here. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so far I am not minding at all working on this. I think that in a way it'll be easy as well. I just don't usually like the blocks. I get a bit bored. But now that I don't have to do more than, what was the highest number during this challenge? It was like 226 is the highest daily number. So it really won't be too bad. Like I can push through even block stitching. I hate it when I'm just scratching the back of the fabric with the needle when I just can't find that hole there. It's like, where is it? So I'm wondering what I'm going to do with that damn water, I keep calling it. Because there's a lot of it. I'm wondering about whether to work on it like every other day. And then the top part, of course, the other half. The funny thing is that now that I've started with the top half, like if I do every other day on the water, tomorrow it will be 14 stitches. And then it would be back to the top for 160. And then the next day that would be here is a rest day. Well, that would work fine, so I wouldn't have to work on the water, but yeah, I think I need to work on it so that I can get that part done as well. I promise I'll make a decent effort with that one. Oh, and Susan, you ask if it's been a calm week. It's actually been pretty alright. Like other than us not having our car for Monday and Tuesday and most of Wednesday, it's been alright. I think in a way like it was kind of nice when we didn't have it and had to do stuff at home and use up stuff at home. Like that always makes me happy. But then on Wednesday, it was so nice to get out of the house and go for a drive. But the funny thing was that after having been out then for a while, I said to Paul that, you know, I really want to go. I just want to go home now. I've been out long enough. It just felt like too many cars and everything. But anxiety-wise, it's been actually pretty good week. Like I really haven't done too badly. I have tried not to stress so much. And it's been good. The only bad thing is that I have not slept well. That I managed to fall asleep quite nicely, but I wake up like 3 a.m. or so and then struggle to sleep. So that is That is not happiness, but that's okay because it's not like I need to go somewhere though later. So I usually end up then sleeping a bit later in the morning. So even that is fine. And sometimes when I can't sleep, I just get up and stitch instead. And I always find that early morning hours, if I'm stitching, it's almost like like stolen time, time that doesn't count. So it's like anything I stitch in that time is like extra super progress, if that makes any sense at all. And then I can usually sleep a bit happier, like have the nap after the stitching because I've already achieved something. Oh, look at that. The blue is almost done here. Oh, where are you? But today, it seems like it's a little bit of a grey day. Grey days can certainly get the mind a little bit sad. I just wish it rained. Like, I so badly want a rainy winter this year. Because here, of course, it is now autumn. And we're heading to winter. Like the 1st of June, I think, is the first day of winter. So when this cycling challenge finishes. Do we get in the middle? Oh, that's a different color. Okay. So just do these ones here. Exactly, Debbie. Like it is the perfect stitchy time. The early morning. It is so quiet. It feels like the whole world is asleep and you can just do whatever you want. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on, needle. Come through. Come through. There we go. And those scissors. Woohoo! The first little part finished. That is very exciting. So I don't think I need that color at all now. I guess I'm going to go for that green next, which is 907. I like my chosen needle minder here as well. I got this from my lovely friend Sherry. And I like it because it has a really good magnet. Gosh, I mean, isn't it so frustrating if you buy a needle minder and it doesn't have a good magnet? Like, it is just so unbelievably frustrating. Okay, I think I'm going to go on this lower part. I can reach it better at the moment with this camera here. Let's get that going. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even need that stitch there. Maybe it would be good to look at the pattern and come back up. I was just thinking about the cycling. Like when I was watching those 2 cycling challenges last year, yeah, you really got to know the names of like the different cycling teams and whatnot. And I was just thinking, I can't remember even one anymore. And they seem to change names as well as they get different sponsors and whatnot. So who knows, maybe they all have different names this year. I just have no idea. I can't even remember many of the cyclists. Yeah, that really shows that I am watching it mainly for the scenery. I'm just so excited to see some of the villages and not that they will ride through or past. I love it when they show like different landmarks nearby, and of course I love it if there happens to be a nice little stream or small river that they go past. Is that sitting nicely there? Well, Debbie's asking how long I've been stitching for. You mean like in life or just this morning? Because if you're asking like just in life, like how long, do you know that I can't remember. Like I know I did a bit of cross stitching. I did a bit of cross stitching like when I was a teenager because I stitched like a really nice flower basket thing for my mom because she still has it in the bedroom. But then I took like a long break from it. And I reckon like now I've been pretty solidly been stitching for 15 years. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not good at this question. So on and off since my teens, but there were really long breaks, like 10-year breaks. Oh, Judy, this one is called At the Beach, and you can buy this from the Stitch Rovia Etsy shop. It's a really nice pattern. I just struggle with the blocky stitching, but otherwise it's a great, like it's actually a great pattern. Like it has really nice colors and it's a fun design, and I think this fabric is actually the called for fabric, like a bit sparkly light yellow. Oh, what needle I am using. I think today I just grabbed one. I don't even know what it is. I honestly, I don't know what it is. It looks like is this like a 28, size 28 needle? Because I usually use, where are they? Oh, where have I lost my needle? Okay, where have my needles disappeared? Who has taken my needles? Oh, here we go. Let's have a look here. So I really like these pony black needles. These are the ones I'm mainly using now because I just find them so good with almost every fabric. Really my favorite ones. But I mean, I've got tons of the just the any type regular ones. I just chucked some in a bag the other day, just trying to collect them in one place. Like these are my favorite ones. I use the 26 and the 28s. And thank you again to lovely Sherry for getting these for me, because I just couldn't get these in Australia in these size. And I like these needles a lot as well. So the one I'm using today could easily be one of these ones. I really do like these lives. It's fun because, if there's any question about anything, get to ask. And I think I'm always like, I wish I had like really great answers. But as usual, I am being too hard on myself. Yes, I realized that myself. Now I'm wondering if this is a 26 needle, because I mean I'm using 14 count Ada, so I certainly don't need a 28. But the 28s are so nice though, aren't they? But I do try and go a sort of appropriate needle size with the fabric. But like I said, like this one, I just pick one because, well, I can show that. I have my needles just like, they end up just sitting here on the needle minders. And often when I start stitching, I just pick one of these and, whichever is looking good that day. You see, did I put this in a good spot? There we go. But yes, the pony needles, they really are nice ones, especially the black ones. I have now a pack of pony needles that have like, they are like silver ones, but they have like colored tops to them. I mean, I certainly didn't mind stitching with those as well. But the black ones are like extra awesome. Yes, Melissa, I have put a wish in for Paddock Lane to get specifically the black ones, and especially in those sizes, because I want to be able to get them. I don't know why the pony black needles are so difficult to get. In America, though, you should easily be able to get them. Like, I wanted to order some from... Oh my gosh. What is the... Who is the designer who organizes the Jingle Ball? What is the name of her like company name? Anyway, I just can't think of it right now. But anyway, she has the pony black needles in the 26 and 28. Really wanted to order some from there, but of course the postage was just crazy. Ah, thank you, Melissa. Yes, Lindy Stitches. That's right. I was like, I just couldn't think of it. I mean, she has nice things in her shop anyway. Okay, these stitches are actually coming together pretty nicely here. So I am worrying less and less about success with this challenge. Oh, there we go. Get some more green. So another video I am hoping to do sometime soon is one that Lindsay from Blushing Pink Stitches. I find it so funny. I feel like we're all the time mentioning each other in our videos because we're like, I don't know, seem to be liking what the other one is sort of doing or whatever. And she's so lovely. But she made a really nice video recently with 10 unicorn kits that she like she would want. I mean, of course not kits about unicorns, but those ones that are like out of print and very difficult to find. And I thought that was such a good idea, and I thought I want to make a video like that. But what has proven a little bit difficult is to actually think of 10 of those that I would want. I thought that I could easily come up with a list of 10, but no. I just don't seem to have that many that are out of print that are difficult to get. I think I've been able to buy quite a few that I wanted. And there just aren't so many on a list because like every now and then I come across like some of the Russian kits that I really want. But I know that there's kind of no point having those on the wish list because you just can't get them. Like having Dimensions on the list, fine, or Bucilla. And those because there is actually a chance that they'll pop up on eBay or something like that. But the Russian ones, yeah, I don't think so. I wonder if I could find them anywhere if I went to Russia, which I can't see that happening either. And of course, every company comes up with such nice new kits all the time. So, yeah, I don't have too many of the older ones. So I am wondering if I think my list I might end up making it something a bit different than just a unicorn list because I may not have 10. So I think at the moment I maybe have 5 on it, like 5 kits on the list and 1 pattern because that pattern seems to be very difficult to get in any proper way. You can find the dodgy patterns, of course, but you really do want to get like the authentic one because you do want the designer to get their money. I mean, then again, you buy it from eBay or something. It's not like the designer's getting it anymore. But, well, originally still it was paid for. So, yeah, it's really difficult to think of like 10. I really was surprised that I didn't have that many. Like one thing I wrote on my list is a Dimensions one, but I don't think it's out of print yet, but I feel like I missed out on it, like possibly getting it on a discount somewhere. Because sometimes with those Dimensions kits, it's like you see one everywhere and just all of a sudden it seems to just disappear. And then every time you see it, it's just expensive. So, I mean, is that, I mean, that's probably not a unicorn then yet, but I don't know. I don't think there's a Stitchy police is not going to come after me, even if I don't have everything in the right category. If I manage to make that video. Yeah, I may need to count some of these stitches because I will not remember otherwise. Do I even have a pen anywhere here? Oh, boy. Oh, I have a pencil. I think I'll just use that. Let me just take a little break. So, 27. After I finish that one. Did I start on the 4th here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm losing track. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 41. 41. I've done 68. 68 stitches, less than 100 to go. Oh, thank you so much, Christine. That is very nice. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Debbie. Oh, yes, indeed. I feel like Dimensions Kids and Lifetimes. Gosh, I have so many waiting to be started. It's just crazy. Every now and then I think about, that maybe I should start another one, or maybe I should buy some more. And then I think of how long it's taking for me to finish any of my Dimensions whips, and I'm like, please just stop. Just don't buy, don't buy any more, because I just can't get them stitched. Like I still really want to finish that garden door this year, and it would be amazing to finish one Dimensions kit each year, like a larger one. But I think to do that, I need to have actually a solid plan, like stitch a certain amount of stitches each week, like of that kit. Otherwise, they're just not gonna get done. Because it always feels easier to pick some other whip, like rather than Dimensions, because they are just so much work. And thank you, Melissa. Yeah, okay, high price. That works for me. Oh, look at that. 2 segments fully done. Oh, that is just very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. This is just going well now. Come on, needle. Go, go, go. Hate it when the needle comes. Like when you need to thread your needle again. Well, you get to look at that backside there for a bit. Probably doesn't look that bad today, because it's just a single color. But I definitely don't make much of an effort with the backs. I don't I just don't care of the backs. Hi, Ruth. Well, I might just as well continue with the green and go up here. Oh, come on. Hey, did I pull it too far? Why is this so hard from behind that camera? Okay, off we go again. Gather some speed. Okay, this is so weird because I'm actually quite enjoying working on this. I wonder if it's because I have such good stitching company this morning. I mean, it's gotta be that. It's making a difference. Oh, I just saw myself there on the camera and you can't even see actually what I'm stitching. So, make it a bit further out. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, now you can see me again. Here we go. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Joe. Yes, the camera is definitely better than last time. Oh my gosh, last time it was just absolute mess with the camera. It was almost a mess this morning, but I finally got it sorted. Yeah, so I do keep thinking about like maybe having some specific times when I would do a live that I would announce like well beforehand when it's going to be. But the downside to that is that I feel like I might stress a lot more at the moment. Like, well, I mean, it's only my second one, but I've done both of these very just spontaneously because then I can do it without stressing too much, and because I would find it hard to have it very planned because then I would just think too much about what I'm going to talk about or what I'm going to stitch and that will not work. So I feel like I'll just keep doing sort of spontaneous ones, maybe at different times of the day. Like in the middle of the night if I wake up and feel like I need some stitching company, I might just do a random one then, or just later in the evening, Melbourne time. But today, I just really wanted to do a live this morning so that I can get the cycling challenge started. Thank you, Debbie. Yep, definitely don't want to get me stressed now that I've managed to calm down a bit. Because last month was not a happy one, just too stressful. But this month is better. And I'm really looking forward to baking today. And I think I talked about banana pancakes when I did the last live. I'm going to make banana pancakes again today because I have a couple of bananas that need using up. Because they are just so good. And you know what else? I was so happy that quite a few people liked that I did the book flip through. I've been meaning to do those absolutely ages, and it was so nice to finally get to making one of those videos. I've got quite a few books that are waiting on the bookshelf. So I'm just going to do those one by one. I'm sure there are some, like the Stitcherovia ones, Emma Congdon ones, that have been shown like a zillion times. But hey, they will be without my special commentary, so that'll make the videos different. Oh no, Judy, no peanut butter in my banana pancakes. I am not a big peanut butter eater, I must say. Before I moved from Finland to Australia, I don't think I had ever had peanut butter. Because in Finland we certainly don't really eat it. I mean, I'm sure that things have changed and people are having it more now that they watch more American videos and whatnot, but never used to have it. So I really do like the Reese's peanut butter cups though. Those I could eat like all day long. They are delicious. But other than that, yep, not much peanut buttering happening here. I don't even have any in the cupboard right now. Oh, Judy, are you totally shocked? Oh, Melissa, yes, I do have that book. Do you want me to bring it tomorrow? Do you want to have a look at it at the stitching meetup? Or are you going to wait for the... No, it's... If you wait for the flip through video, it might be a while. Gosh, yeah, those peanut butter banana sandwiches, Betty. Oh, they just sound so weird to me, but I totally believe you that they would be good. Because I reckon those... Oh, 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 dear, my backside is getting numb. Numb here the way I'm sitting. So I actually have the next book that I'm hoping to do the flip through. And it will be this one. It's a Japanese one. And I really like this. It has such pretty patterns. So I'm hoping to film this maybe next week. And then you can get yet another video by me. And please do let me know if at some point there's like too many videos coming up, because I might be totally oblivious to that if there's too many. Oh my god, peanut butter and fluff? Is that the marshmallow fluff? Which is like another such weird thing for me. Like, I have never had that. I don't know if you can even buy it in the supermarket here. I just sometimes see it, I'm like, what is that? There are such funny American things there, like food wise. But then again, every country has some weird food things. Oh, you guys are so funny. But Butterfinger bars? No, I have never seen those. I feel like I probably have heard of Butterfingers, but I've never had one. Oh dear. Oh, very strange sandwiches, guys. Oh dear. So, so the marshmallow fluff, like when you have a jar of it, like does it go funny like if you don't use it very quickly, or does it like last forever? Oh, my favorite sandwich. Oh, hmm. I'm quite the simple sandwich eater, I think, because in Finland we only eat open sandwiches, like just the one slice of bread. I really like just nice lurpak on the slice of bread and then some roast chicken on top. Like those those sandwiches, they're very simple, but they're my favorite ones. Gosh, butter and cinnamon? Wow, you guys really have some very interesting, very interesting ideas. Like, I feel like I'm way simpler in my in my bread eating. Okay, I'm not stitching. I need to stitch and read and chat. But every now and then, you just need a little break. Oh, wow, that had already gone to the loop was ready. Okay, and you're still seeing me? Yes, you are. Okay, this setup works. Now, when I next do this, I know what I need to do. Oh. Judy, I am not late for work because I don't work. I am just at home and I stitch and I nap with little Daisy and bake. Hmm. Yeah, that's a question. Like, it's like, yeah, I feel like, carrying the open sandwiches. Like, usually we just, like, pile them, like, on top of each other and then just take one off from the top. Or wrap it something. But so often you just take with you the slices of bread and then the toppings a separate thing and just make them when you're ready to eat them. And because in Finland, kids don't need to take lunch like to school because the food is always provided by the schools. So we mainly just eat sandwiches at home, really. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why aren't you coming up, Needle? Do many of you stitch with like the two-handed stitching, like one hand underneath the the project, and one on top. Like, I suppose it needs to be on some sort of frame then. Because I was talking about it like over the weekend, and I don't know. I wonder how long it would take to get used to that. I mean, not that I have a frame of that sort anyway. But we were talking about that because I was saying, like, I would love to stitch a bit faster. And I think that probably would be the only way to do it if I went two-handed, because I'm not going to go with the sewing method. Because that's just, I don't know, that feels even more weird for me. Not that the stitching has to be fast though, but I was more thinking of it just out of curiosity. Uh-oh, I'm missing all the messages now. I'll need to check soon. Let me have a look. Yes, Melissa, Finland has been the happiest country in the world, like I don't know how many years in a row now. And I do get it why though. I think sometimes it's like, I mean, I know they say happy, it's more like content with life, because you in Finland you can trust things a lot more than in many other places in the world. And like that is definitely a big thing. A spaghetti sandwich? No, 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 that is just no. Oh, that just sounds so wrong to me. No, I can't do that. And Ruth, no, Vegemite, no, can't do that either. God, oh boy. Oh, so you stitch with two hands and hold a small Q-snap? Like, do you have the Q-snap though, like on some sort of like frame though? Oh, very, very interesting. Oh, so there are some of you that are two-handed. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that is just very interesting. Okay, so I could try it with the Q-snap even without a holder of some sort for it. But like you said, maybe with that small one. Oh, that's interesting. Might try it because I love stitching with the smaller Q-snap. I think all the Q-snaps that I'm using nowadays are they're either this size that I'm using now, like putting two different size Q-snaps together to make this different shape, that I hardly ever use now them in the square shape. That these sizes just work well for me. And easier to hold when it's not the full square, especially with these bit bigger ones. No, Judy, that is still a no. No spaghetti sandwiches for me. And talking about that, oh my God, that tin spaghetti, like, that is just feels horrible to me. Like the idea of it, my goodness, that is just so bad, so wrong, so wrong. But Judy, yes, I most definitely love chocolate. 'Cause chocolate is just too good. Even though I must say that this year I've been having a bit less because money is tighter and chocolate is getting very expensive. Just like everything else. And I just don't want to pay tons of money for chocolate. I just don't. So I've been having less, but what I do love having lately is chocolate covered sultanas. Like, I just love them. But they need to be decent ones. Like some supermarkets have really good own brand ones like Coles. And that is COLES, which is an Australian supermarket chain. Their own brand chocolate covered sultanas are delicious. And yesterday we went to 4 different Coles yesterday, and they had all sold out of those. I was not happy. Yes, Joe. Yeah, hands can get a little bit sore from holding the Q snap, but I mainly stitch at the desk, so the bottom of my Q snap is always leaning against the desk. Makes it a little bit easier. That's what I should say, easier. How long have I been chatting here? 72 minutes. Wow. That's gone really quick. Yes, I swear the supermarkets, those 4 didn't have any chocolate covered sultanas. I was really disappointed. I wanted some last night. So Paul has gone this morning to see his dad, and where he lives there are 2 more of those supermarkets, so he has promised to check if they have any for me. I am so excited about getting some stitching done. Oh, so I love it. That's a good start. So tomorrow, I'm sure I talked about it in my last floss tube. Well, anyway, so tomorrow is the monthly stitching meetup. So I am going to work on my Penny's Zinnias project there, because that will be my stitching meetup project from now on. And I'm quite looking forward to that. So I can do my cycling stitches at home. I mean, tomorrow it's 14 stitches, so it's not like it'll take a long time. Hi, Karen. Oh, I'm so happy that you'll be stitching with me as well. It's very nice to have stitching company this morning. And at the moment it is 10:30 a.m. Friday morning here in Melbourne. I figured I would get some stitching out of the way before I start getting ready to do some baking. And I'm so excited about getting this first sun umbrella done. Well, finished. It's not like I've been stitching the whole thing. But if you are joining now, I have finished the blue one and I finished the green bit, and now I'm trying to finish this green bit. And I reckon that after these, I'm probably going to move to stitching the sunbather here. I like it that I get to go up here where I've been going down and get some easy stitches done. So quiet here this morning, even though they are starting to build a new house next door. And it is not very exciting in the morning when they start early. Because I heard some banging coming from there this morning, but it seems to have gone quiet. So it's like they come in the morning, do a couple of things, and then they disappear, maybe to another side. Oh, come on. Where are the scissors again? There we go. Oh, that is looking good. Maybe I'll need to get another strand of that green so I can finish the green. I am sometimes quite lazy to get another strand out just to finish like a little bit, because it's like you just want to move on to something else and do a bit more and then go back to that when working on the same color somewhere else. Okay, here we go again. Okay, I must say my toes are getting colder and colder. I think I'll need to reach for the woolly socks as soon as I finish the live. I'm just so happy I have so many pairs of my woolly socks made by my mum. Always makes me happy to wear them. Let me see, Kelly. Temperature here. Okay, well, that is not it. It is 14 degrees Celsius today. Oh, what is that? So in Fahrenheit, that's 57. Oh yes, Debbie, definitely fall here. And it is getting colder, so 1st of June will be the first day of winter. And let me tell you that, I've been here for pretty much 20 years, and I still find it hard to get my head around the seasons in the the wrong way around. That somehow my inner year clock is still in the northern hemisphere. Because of course my birthday was at the end of March, and in Finland it has always been a spring birthday. I just cannot think of it being an autumn birthday what it is here. It is very strange. And I do seem to, like, I'm not really a seasonal stitcher, but I do find myself stitching sometimes more the northern hemisphere, like seasonally in that way, than what the seasons are in Australia. Look at that. That is almost done, other than the one stitch right in the middle. That is amazing. Okay, I am super happy with the stitching that I've done this morning. Yeah, and it didn't occur to me, like, until I think last year, that Easter in Australia is in autumn. Like, that is also very strange. But the weird thing is that even here, like, sorry, I'm doing too many things at the same time. Like, Easter stuff in the shops, it doesn't have, like, autumn leaves or anything like that. I feel like the Easter advertising looks to me the same as everywhere else in the world. More spring-like. So even Australians don't celebrate Easter as an like autumn holiday. God, it's so confusing to even talk about it. Gosh. Oh, thank you so much. I know, I always, like, people say that my stitches look nice, and I know I said it before that I'm always crying over them, like, they just don't look nice at all, and they're just terrible. But I think that when you find, like, a way that you like to stitch, like, no, like, if trying the different ways, that you'll find the way that your stitches look the best. And for me, it has been stitching in columns. If I stitched horizontally in rows, they do not look the same than they do when I stitch in columns. So I don't know if that's... Oh, why did I move to Australia? Well, my husband is sort of from here. Like, he's lived in Australia since he was like 5. So he moved to Finland when we met online, and then a few years later, then we decided to move here. Like, I've always wanted to live abroad, and of course Australia was pretty much like then the natural choice. I think that like with the plans of moving here, though, I didn't think that I would not be visiting Finland very often. Like, it just ended up being harder than I thought. And of course, Finland is so far away. Like the flights are just so long. And then of course expensive, and I'm big. So the long flights are not tempting. I so wish I had money that I could buy business class plane seats and go to Finland. I want to go to Finland. But anyway, that is why we moved here. Yeah, Ruth. I mean, it is indeed here that way that it's like the celebrations indeed are like Northern Hemisphere. And I'm wondering if it's just because there's just so many Europeans that have moved here, and then the celebrations have ended up being that way. Like I do wish that that Easter celebrations had more autumnly theme to them. And I so love, right, okay, you non-Australians, Australia has a great animal called bilby. It's Bilby, and I absolutely love it when anything here, instead of like Easter bunny, when they have Easter bilby, because those are amazing. It is like my favorite Australian Easter thing, and that should be used so much more than it is. And Judy, well, I mean, it is not Christmas in July here but Christmas is in summer, but of course in December, because December is summer. And it is weird. It is just so weird. The first two Christmases here, I tried to celebrate, but I don't know, coming from Finland where Christmas is definitely in winter with a lot of snow, very cold weather, coming here where Christmas is in the middle of summer, it was so hot. It did not feel like Christmas to me, and I haven't really celebrated since. Yep, that is true. No Christmas celebrations for me. I just happily stitch away at Christmas. But don't also need to sort anything then, so that's been all right. But it does make me sad, I think, every Christmas that I miss the snowy weather. Mm. Well, I am starting to be ready to finish the live. I have been here for soon 89 minutes. Oh my gosh. Time just goes so quickly. And yeah, I mean, I'm not even stitching at the moment. I am ready for a break, but maybe I'll look for the color for the next one. 721. Yep, that looks like it. Yeah, so thank you so much for keeping me company while I got my cycling stitching done. Well, cycling challenge stitching done. It gets confusing when I say the cycling stitching, because I mean, I'm not stitching a bike. I'm going to put I'm going to thread the needle so it's ready when I come back. Oh, thank you so very much. I'm so glad that you guys joined me, even though it's a bit of a surprise that all of a sudden I'm online again. It is Friday morning here, so I have all day ahead still. So I am good to go when I come back. I hope that you'll all sleep well, because I know it's evening in many of the places and still far away from Friday. I'm just gonna put this away for now, get some baking done, and then get back to stitching. And I'll see you later. Thank you so much.